Come on. Thank you. There we go.
Sure, hangovers are cliffhangers are meant to happen at the end of the video, not the beginning.
I mean, the recording software just took a second or two to kick off there.
It's inserted cliffhangers at the beginning. Boom!
I blame Nichols.
Nichols isn't an engineer. What talk about? But yes, Marvel Midnight Suns. We're still here. We're still feeling horny. And Raven, I'm your host. I'm along for the ride. Sirot's in the driver's seat. Say hi.
Hello.
And then for 2 for 1, we have the Landstars, StarprincessHLC, and JKLantern. For hopefully this session will offer lots and lots of indignities.
Hello.
Hi.
But as I was doing the off-camera things like grabbing reagents, I ran across this and went, oh, I have the things. Because they're little straw dolls that are kind of scattered all over the place. And once you have them, you can come put them here. You don't know exactly what this is, but you know you can put little straw dolls here. Notice there is no writing there whatsoever. And no actual marker telling you what this is.
If it was a rag doll of sorts, it's going to give Dave his emotional support doll back.
They're little straw dolls.
Yeah.
If you see, there's one right there.
I'm gonna put the Spider-Man here. I'm gonna put the Captain America here. And I am gonna put the Silver Surfer here.
But yeah, if you look around, there's almost nothing around until you actually do the thing.
How do we know to put them in that order?
Because Hunter made those dolls.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave.
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the elder gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power.
Oh
the
no,
two
he
of
died
you,
of animal
you could not
disease.
save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer.
Just
This was
like
no
Hub
ordinary
Hikari.
plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the
And
end,
Oliver's
there was
mom.
nothing we could do.
What did
So
Lilith
they
do?
fell victim to main
She
character
did what
syndrome.
anyone would have done.
Main character
She
chosen one
grieved.
syndrome.
But in her grief, she lost herself.
Yeah.
And her grief
This
turned
game
into
is
anger.
odd in that, like, it
Is that when
feels
you
like a
took me from her?
completely, like,
It wasn't long
it feels
after
like
that.
random-ass
Things started to fall
RPG
apart before my eyes.
franchise.
I couldn't see another way out.
But let's
but to
cram
run.
some Marvel shit
The
in
plague
there, and
turned
sometimes
her
it
into the mother
works,
of
sometimes it feels...
No, this was something
Eh?
else. But
This
cut
is
from
one
the
of those
same cloth.
moments where it feels...
Your mother was no longer the woman
Eh?
I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I have never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
I thought it was because you're old.
You were not affected by the plague?
I mostly stay in the Abbey
We
and
were
play
all
on the
affected,
internet.
whether we were among
She
the
spends a
sick
lot of
or
time with
not.
solitaire.
I'm sure there was
Mhm.
a time when your
Oh
mother
god,
Mine
she's
are
my
solitaire.
mom.
just assumed you were dead, then continued to watch the villagers suffer.
Get off of
I
Facebook!
cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted.
Funny,
from
because
the plants
comics
in her garden.
Lilith
She
is
was
more
consumed
akin
by
to,
the
like,
idea of finding a cure.
Jewish mythology
never
Lilith,
found
whereas
me.
here they're like, oh, she's just
No,
kind of
despite her efforts,
ancient,
nothing ever
powerful
worked.
being.
I
Vague,
can see
vague,
how that would
vague.
be a dark time for both of you.
with darker times still to come.
Thank you,
The
Sarah.
lighting bills are coming up,
Your
and
timing may need work, but
you can't afford
I
to replace the light
appreciate
bulbs.
the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
I should probably change
If
that light
only
bulb
it
in the
were always
bathroom
this easy
eventually.
to bring a family together.
I mean, we can at least see.
Yeah,
Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you can thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
my father had
I have the
horns?
faintest memory of him.
Well, she had to
What
be
was he
horny
like?
for her to be born.
He was honest, a working man, you could say, authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm
Go
old
for a
enough
joke.
to admit
Her
that
father
now.
was Winterwind,
But he loved
Well,
my mother?
an honest working
He
man.
loved
I mean,
her,
him.
and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with
Okay.
Look
him.
at my strange demon
I know that
child.
feeling all too well, kiddo.
The Hunter's animation is more natural, but Sarah's there is stiff.
Yeah,
They put all the budget into Hunter.
Yeah.
fair.
And also on that note, I think we got some face accessories from that as well.
Yep,
Trying
from the
to
chest.
keep the peace around here. I know it's difficult.
Screw you, we're causing problems on purpose.
We're hunting wabbits.
But yeah, that was just a look into before Hunter existed, basically.
Before Lilith had sex.
So we got a wall frame upgrade for if we wanted to put pictures and such in here.
I thought it was a TV for a minute there.
They live in the middle of the woods. What kind of reception would they get?
They have Stark, all of the reception.
But then again, just before the Spider-Man mission taking down Venom, it was, oh, yes, they had wireless connection for the mobile phones.
I mean, it makes about as much sense as in the movie when they were talking to each other when none of them had, like, communication devices.
I
I'm
don't
not sure.
see where I actually got it.
I know it was spatial accessories.
Yeah.
The problem
What's
is,
that?
it's not giving me the. It glowed on that on the actual outfit itself for some reason. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything listed in here that was.
Circus Sappho Circus.
Also, goddamn, her outfits are ugly.
It looks turned to Spawn.
That's more Vision.
No, not really Vision, but like it definitely has that. There was a '90s hero who had the same vibe going on, and I think the Excalibur one's new too.
It's just missing the mouth.
Oh God, no!
That's just a bad.
That's just Batman if he got his ears cut.
Yes. It's Daredevil with
Space
eyes and
Ghost.
no horns.
So Space Ghost.
Now I just remember that line, not in this entirely, from I think it's Space Ghost to Ghost says going to Harvey Birdman.
You know, Charlie was in here.
Yeah. I thought you were dead and something in the lines of, and you should be back in the gutter. Along with the Bugman just basically going, I just moved my hand and costing the animators $500.
Did you get that note I sent you?
Oh my god, Morbius sent us a thing on the
The
internet!
tower bells are ringing.
He knows about the internet?
My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
What's the time? 4 a.m.
Picture it, Sicily, 19, whatever the fuck she said.
1928.
Doctor, it looks about as indecipherable as one of Stephen's mystical tomes.
It's actually a medical journal on bispecific antibodies and the treatment of hematologic malignancies. Just some light reading.
Light reading.
Light reading.
I mean, if he reads it in the dark, then it wouldn't be light reading.
I hope you learned something that could give us an edge in battle. We need every advantage.
I feel the same. I've found that when I keep my mind sharp, I make better use of my body. In truth, I've been in survival mode so long, I don't know where to find my own off switch.
Just know your limits. When you burn a candle to its ends, the light quickly fades.
That's how candles work,
Concern
yes.
is noted, Hunter.
But at least if
I
they're
won't
scented
overdo
candles,
it.
you smell fantastic.
Well, I should get back to my studies. Medical journals do not read themselves, but I'm working on that.
It feels like him and Beast at least at some point should have come around to discuss doctor stuff.
I mean, at least they're both ostensibly in the same field. Granted, Marvel's messed up Beast in the past decade and a half, but that's a whole conversation.
So we got his friendship level up, and the entire team friendship level went up, which means we now have a team-up ability.
Woo!
Also, you mentioned scented candles, and it's kind of funny, because you can get scented candles as gifts. And there will be some weird freaking scents that happen. Jet fuel being one of them. And yes, there is actually someone that would love a jet fuel scented candle.
Dark.
No, surprisingly.
Huh. Deadpool?
Nope. Carol
Robbie?
Danvers.
Huh.
Makes sense, she was an Air Force person.
Mhm. Let's see, we actually read this. Of course, Daily Bugle is confusing Deadpool and Spider-Man here.
Yeah, they probably could have gotten away with that.
Good. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, that is a skill in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I guess the green light means absolutely nothing. Time for the next emo kids meeting.
Woo!
Apparently that is ready to go. Okay.
We got a food truck.
But is it a Benny Keith truck?
I doubt it is. I doubt we're in the right part of the country for a Benny Keith truck.
I mean, with that attitude. Yeah, that's a
They only serve a very narrow part of the country, unlike U.S. Foods and Cisco. Ascend!
This is new.
Who just leaves keys floating around in the attic?
Laura?
And we got some pallets for things. Okay.
But do we get a palate cleanser?
Looks like there should be some things I can interact with on this table.
Yeah, that book, the big ominous book looks important, and the bottle looks very shiny.
Yeah, unfortunately, nope, can't do anything with it.
What the hell, game?
It's illusion.
It's our worst and our best not yet.
Plot twist the entire game. Plot by Mysterio, Master of Illusion.
I mean, that could be a thing.
He did fight Daredevil and make Daredevil think that, like, Satan was coming for the second coming of Christ. This was when Kevin Smith wrote Daredevil. Yes, that Kevin Smith.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt?
It's Morbin time.
Could always ask the one agent at my job.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were young, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
I am just looking for, like, just around the Abbey for the free stuffs.
It's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
I'm still not convinced that you're not Mephisto.
See, I can say whatever I want, and it won't matter. Mostly because I haven't actually seen this game all the way through. So I don't know all the little twists and turns that it could pull on us.
Poppy.
Charlie.
Puppy face.
Candy Mountain Charlie.
And finally got the dog up to level 2.
Charlie wants to eat your liver.
Level 2
Friendship
doggo.
level 2. Yep. Level 2 doggo. At least friendship-wise. Not much else is actually glowing around here.
There goes the train.
Choo choo.
The caboose looked different from the rest of the train.
That's actually one of the engines.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Oh my god!
He's
It's
got
the
a
friggin'
trolley
trolley problem.
How fortuitous.
I
timing.
like our answer we can give, though. I like that answer.
I reject the binary nature of the problem.
Yes. I love that answer.
Thanks, Hunter.
If only that was an option in the good place.
See, I've seen an actual physical answer to the
I mean, you're hunting your mom, Eddie's being Betty again.
trolley problem. It basically involves throwing the switch at just the right time to get a controlled derailment.
I even knew a doctor that
You're still
accidentally
gonna
turned
end up
himself
killing
into
one
a
person, though.
vampire.
Yourself.
No. If the lever, if you're at the lever that's off the tracks, then you...
I am sorry you had to slay your friends.
Whoa, 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 slay? Who said anything about slaying?
Was it not your responsibility to save them from the horrors they had become?
Yeah, by curing them. I don't know how they do things in Salem, but in New York, shooting your boss's son with a silver bullet is usually frowned upon. Yeesh. Neighborhood sure is starting to feel a bit more unfriendly these days. Thankfully, I have May and MJ in my life to remind me what I'm fighting for. Speaking of, better go check in.
Clearly, the writers of this game were ignoring a good chunk of what's going on in Spider-Man now. Good for them.
Cough one more day, cough.
I do not know what a time
Cough,
difference is.
Paul, cough.
Did this game come out before or after those comics?
Oh, after. This came out in 2023.